Happy New Year's Eve. Woohoo. Boy, our cards of the day have been on it. Yesterday we had the new moon in Capricorn, and we actually got the moon card. And today it's New Year's Eve. And what was our card of the day? It was death, which apparently is going to be the last. There we go. Okay. All right. You can't make this up. You really can't. I'm so happy to see you. I can't think of anyone I'd rather spend New Year's Eve day with. And speaking, I have a couple of announcements, so bear with me. Be kind. All right, so I just wanted to remind everyone that the World Central Kitchen fundraiser is this evening on Jen Lynn's channel, Jen Lynn Tarot. And I think they're starting at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 Central, okay, which would be 8 Pacific, right? Jen Lynn's channel. And there will be a lot of readers on there. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys know that I'm a lightweight of everybody, but I've got a big reading day tomorrow, and I get up really, really, really early. And so that's just going to be too late for me, but I will donate, and I hope everybody has a great time tonight. It's just way past little Lori's bedtime. So I just can't. I can't, because it takes me too long to wind down. All right. So one other big announcement, and thank you all for being here. Please subscribe and hit the like button. I have readings available next week, the week of January 6th. Thewayofpositivechange.com to schedule your reading. I always look at your next 12 months in advance, and we look to see where your challenges are and your blessings and strengths are for your coming year. I also wanted to announce I've had a lot of people, I'm very grateful, thank you very much, to ask me to go ahead and start a new tarot class. So I'm going to. I do not believe that I'll be running one once June 1st or whenever hurricane season runs around, in lieu of what's happened here in the last few years. So I'm going to do this one, and we are going to start on Thursday. It's short notice, sorry. Thursday, January 16th. The classes will be at 6 p.m. Eastern, and there'll be an hour and a half apiece. It's for 8 Thursdays, and I'm going to focus more on, it's 8 Thursdays, more on the meanings of the cards, the symbology, things like the blindfolds in the cards, the colors of the cards, for instance, like why in such a nefarious card of the 5 of Swords is there a blue sky, but the clouds are jagged. So it's going to be real in depth on the meanings of the cards, not so much teaching you how to read the Celtic cross. It's going to be more about the cards, card symbology, colors, the weather, how to remember them, and card pairings. So that's what everybody wanted to learn, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into all of the nicknames I have for them and you have for them, and we'll help each other. So it's 8 Thursdays. We won't be doing Sunday practice class because you can do your own, you can pick your own format, whether it's past, present, and future. Anyway, if you would like to be on in the class, on the list that begins Thursday, January 16th, you can, the cost is $125. You can pay through my PayPal link on my homepage, or you can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com, and you can set up payments. You can do Zelle, and you can mail me a personal check. Okay, so that's the way we're going to do it. You want more information? Oh, and all of the teaching classes will be recorded. So it'll be 8 classes, $125. You can make payments. I don't think I'm going to do another one this year because of the storms. So, all right. Prayers for South Korea, please, and also Puerto Rico has had an entire blackout of their electrical system. this morning. I guess it happened a little while ago. There are a couple of places that have come back up. Thankfully, AOC was down there several months ago with a group of our representatives from Congress and helpers to try to install solar panels. So, she's really great. She is really a great person. So prayers for all of Puerto Rico. And remember, last week we saw our guides and angels gave me a hit that we were going to see increased illnesses this year. Now, of course, that's not rocket science. We're going to have numbers go up because everybody just flew everywhere and everybody kissed everybody and shared spoons and hugged and went home and then went home after that. So please wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. We saw that there was going to be an increase, and there has been, and even more so of the norovirus. So please wash your hands. All right, now, okay, so email me about class, thewayofpositivechange@gmail. All right, we're going to look at if Trump goes out, what happens with JD Vance? Does he get in? And Susie Wiles, Trump's supposed to be chief of staff, going in, cabinet member, is telling everybody to be quiet, stay out of the news. And I just want to see what's going on with maybe a couple of them. But I want to focus in on Vance, Trump. I want to see if Trump is sick now, because I got such an alarming health reading on him. My past reading, if you didn't see the ending, the last 15 minutes of the last reading that I did on Friday, please go back and watch that. It's time-stamped for you. Thanks to Mystery Achiever. And then we're going to ask a couple more questions about the Mike Johnson and several other questions here. So, and if we're going to have a harsh winter, because they're saying January 11th, I kid you not, you cannot make this up. They're saying January 11th, maybe we might get snow here. Now, that did happen. We did have flurries the year that I moved here. I'm not going to tell you when it was, but it was in the 70s, okay? It did happen, and there were snowflakes and a little bit of snow sticking on on cars at my high school. So, and it's written in there, snow, and then the year that it happened. So we're going to ask about winter. If we're going to get it, that means y'all are going to get it. I'm sorry, but please bundle up, get your, oh my goodness. Wow, that can't be good for you. All right. And just because Trump is endorsing MAGA Mike and Elon, I full-heartedly endorse. Like, who are you to endorse anything? You're Doge. Doge people play Doge ball. They don't endorse people. And that didn't work with Rick Scott, and it didn't work with Gates. So they think it's going to work this time? We'll see. All right. So let's just look. Let's look now. I'm just going to ask this right here. Is Trump sick now? Right now, is he sick? As of New Year's Eve. Right now, today. I am in Southwest Florida on the Gulf Coast. I'm about an hour south of Sarasota, which is south of Tampa. All right. All right. Is Trump sick right now? Is DJT sick right now? Is Donald John Trump sick right now? Ex-President 45, Trump sick right now? So sad about President Carter, but if there was ever a time when it would benefit you to go through the portal, it would be now. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Square Peg. Because we will see him off. It takes attention away from Trump. Oh my God, that's gonna put him over the edge. And we will take care of President Carter. All right, now let's see. Trump's sick right now. Okay, well, like, we know he's being haunted. Absolutely, without a doubt. Soldiers from the graveyard. Marjorie Merriweather Post. Ivana. The memorial graveyard. Okay. And he is sick to his stomach because Pooty is saying that he is rejecting Trump's team and their suggestion about a truce with Ukraine or the terms that Trump is setting out. So he's saying, no, he doesn't like it that Musk is there. He feels he's on his side, right? So I think he's sending him watch your ketchup messages. You know, you might not have clean ketchup. Just saying. Just saying. Guard your ketchup bottle. Have Vance eat the ketchup first. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's gotten too much of something. He's overindulging. Maybe he's already done this. And here are King of Pentacles. Remember, Avril Haines is the emperor. Somebody asked me that the other day. And Avril Haines is with other leaders of the alphabet groups and Mark Rutte from NATO. King of Pentacles. He's like, I ain't tasting that ketchup cup. You taste it. Okay. Okay. So right now, as of today and tomorrow, so right now, he's not feeling so hot, okay? Because this is up at the top. So in this lineup in the Celtic Cross, this is what's going on right now. This is what's happened in the past. He's also received messages from people, from not only from Pooty, but other people that there could be issues. And he's like, now I could be in a little bit of trouble. So he retreats. We'll see if there are pictures of him this evening and how long it's reported that he's at the golden toilet bowl drop. I don't know. Okay. Yep. Okay. He has received information that's making him think. How am I going to get out of this? What's the plan? He wouldn't quarantine even if he was told he had something he needed to quarantine for. All right, then he feels better. Then he has to make a decision. Okay, so because of these surrounding it, he's wobbling. So he's struggling. So his health struggle has started. Okay. I don't think that he disappears completely from public. I don't think so. I think he makes appearances here. But it is very difficult. Okay. He's really concerned about what Putin is doing. He's very concerned that Putin could really do him damage with these two showing up here. All right. So I just want to see then, how does Trump do? Hi, Suzanne. All right. So, hey, Joe Schmo. then how does he do for the rest of this week? Because it's New Year's Eve day. New Year's is tomorrow, so the rest of this week, hopefully I'll be back here on Friday. Is any cats doing better? Thank you. Okay. How does Trump do by the end of the week? I also wanted to tell you, I won't forget what I'm asking about. Last night when I was walking, there was a big owl up in the tree, way up. I could hear him. I paused what I was listening to and just wanted to listen to the night for a little bit while I was walking. And I heard him, her, she. And I thought, oh my gosh, where's that coming from? And then I got closer to this one big tree that's on my block. And I got right up there and I could see where it was. And then it was joined by another. So there's a pair, and I guess they're nesting there. But I've never heard, or the only time I've ever seen a great horned owl was one time at a park down by the river, I don't know, years ago. So this was a sign. For me, it was a sign. And I was texting Mystery Achiever that does our timestamps here. I was texting her last night with the picture that was all grainy, but I was like, oh my God, it's an owl. It's an owl. It's an owl. It's a sign. Okay, so, all right. So he's hanging in there, but he isn't feeling. It takes all his strength to get up, get about. He probably parties, and he can't sleep. He's very concerned. He may have been told that he might need a procedure here. All right, he's doing okay. He had to spend a little bit of time alone. When we're going further into the week, he had to. All right, and then he's not doing very well here, and he's agitated, very agitated. He wants to be the star. He's afraid someone's going to take the star away from him. There's change coming, and he is erratic. Now erratic Knight of Wands comes. And remember, I think he overdoes something here. Okay, and I think he's on this roller coaster of health. It's up and down, up and down. This is the major. It's a major cross. And he's I feel like he's having some tests and may have had a biopsy from something down below. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. All right. So he goes up and down. He's angry. And then he has a good day. But he is becoming depleted here. So, because the victory chariot card, when you're feeling your oats and feeling good and you dress for success and you look awesome, he will not look right. People are going to say, oh, he doesn't look good. He doesn't present well or something. Never mind. What are you going to do with that? All right. So then if he doesn't feel good, or if he goes out, that's what I named the video. Does JD Vance get inaugurated? All right, does JD Vance, he's the vice president candidate. Will JD Vance be inaugurated or become the president? Just bear with me. You're going to see what I'm doing in a minute. Does JD Vance get inaugurated or become the president of the United States in the year of 2025? JD Vance become the President of the United States in 2025? He does not have the power stick. He and somebody else are sitting on the curb. Now, these are the cards we just got with Trump not feeling right, correct? This is our card of the day, out with the old, in with the new. And he's afeared. He's afeared for his life. He's fretting, and I think he's hearing dark whispers. Look at this, is bad. This is really not good for him. And I think the Pood has suggested they may have problems. He knows that people are coming after him for something. And there's our emperor. That's Avril Haines. And this is a no, okay? Because he stands alone. He's out on the curb. Because deception is exposed, okay? See why I asked that question? Okay. We hear information. It causes him to freak. He's afeared. He feels like he's being attacked. He's running up against the wall. Something, opposition, misinformation, light is shown on misinformation. Speaking about misinformation, Denise texted me right before I started the video. There's someone impersonating my channel. So please report them as soon as you see them. It's my name. It's The Way of Positive Change. And then there's a couple of extra letters like XYZ or something like that. If you see them, please report them. Thank you for telling me, but what I need for you to do is report them, okay? All right, thanks. So he's just trying to hold on to anything. All right, so that's a no. All right. All right. Will Trump's endorsement of MAGA, Speaker Mike, will Trump's endorsement of MAGA Speaker Mike Johnson save his job as Speaker of the House? Will Trump's support and endorsement of MAGA Speaker Mike Johnson save his job as Speaker of the House? Because the election happens this week. They may postpone that, though. Let's see. He thinks it will. Oh, victory's on its side. Loomer and Bannon want him out. Okay. He thinks it will. He thinks he's standing there with, oh boy, somebody doesn't want to pay attention to his. They're like, we don't care. We don't care. You wanted the debt ceiling raised or let go, and we didn't do that for you. We did give Muskrat what he wanted as far as that goes. Vote, choice. I don't think so. There are some that are just gonna. Can they do that? Vote in secret? There's going to be a secret something, and it's too late for Secret Santa. It's just too late. We're not going to do what you want us to do, and if it's private, we're not. Oh, and yeah. So. So what happens? Let's see. I'll see about that, Patricia. Gosh, I had so many things to tell you guys. Trying to remember everything. So much is going to happen this week. All right, so does Speaker MAGA Mike Johnson, Spike, I call him Spike because he's a little gremlin. Is he going to keep his speakership gavel? Does he get to continue to be speaker after this vote this week, next week? I think they're going to hold off to the funeral. I think they said it was going to be the 9th. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. The funeral for President Carter. Boy, he's trying to keep it. He knows there's a problem. Someone's already told him. He thought he was safe. He thought the endorsement saves him here. Someone else is going to say, we want, whether this is Chip Roy or whoever, like come up, or Biggs or somebody come up with Borden. I think Thomas Massey was speaking out about not having him. Someone proposes someone else. Oh, see, someone doesn't pick him. He could be safe. He could be safe. This means he could go on to something else. But this to me means I think he's all right. There's always margin of error. Someone else is trying to bring up someone else. Someone else is trying to bring up someone else. Someone else is throwing their hat in the ring, perhaps, which would be stupid. All right. Okay. Will we get an announcement? It's a new week in a new year. Happy New Year. And the death card means it's out with the old, in with the new, it's in with new you. Woohoo! We're going to have success this year. Dress for success. It's a new week, a new year. Do we get a revelatory announcement this week that ends by the 5th, right? This week? Will we get a revelatory announcement this week regarding Trump's fake numbers win? Will Avril Haines report, or the deputy, the Queen of Cups deputy, make an announcement, or the King of Pentacles make an announcement that there's going to be an investigation? And when we've asked about this before, we saw that we have to pay attention to what goes on with Putin and that he would have erratic behavior. Okay. Now, there may be a delay with this because of President Carter and more world news somehow. There's that. 5 of Swords. In the class that's coming up, that starts my tarot class for 2025, January 16th, you can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail. We're going to talk about the weather and why is there blue sky with this card when it's such a nefarious card. World events, watch Russia. Watch who we partner with. Watch who's partnering together. All right. This means something's coming into play. Patience, perseverance. Victory card's looking the opposite way. Okay. I feel like there's something else. I feel like each week we get crumlets. But because President Carter, they want things to be calm around this. We're playing a numbers game here. There's a numbers game on the calendar. I don't know what they're doing. Something eclipsed this report. May just take, because this, and this means we get something, but we don't get everything. Okay, so how do we feel? By the end of this week, how do you and I feel about the fake numbers of Trump? Do we feel like we got some help this week, this first week of January? How will you and I and the light worker family that we have here, how will we be feeling by the end of the week? Will we be feeling like we got some something to look forward to, helpful information? Now she's on her side. All right, we will feel like we got some help here. But cups take a while. So we are going to feel more positive. We'll feel like we got some hints. And keep your eye on Russia, okay? So we are going to feel like, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. All right, because even if we just took this as its face value and not that the absurd ties that MAGA has with Russia, we're going to get information, okay? They have to be very careful how they do this, all right? Is there going to be protests or big bad MAGA people upset this week? Just trying to figure out, you guys. It might be next week. We are getting closer, though that was proof positive. Our angels and guides are saying we're going to get more crumlets. We will get some information that helps us feel like, okay, we're getting somewhere. Will there be a huge protest by MAGA ball caps? Man, they're mad at Musk. Whew. Is there going to be a huge outpouring of emotion and protest from MAGA people this week? they feel like they've been dumped by Trump. They feel like they've gone through the Trump dump. And that they have to just put up with the alliance with the wealthy. They're getting together to make some sort of plan. But I think this is more against Vivek, Musk. Oh, thank you, me, myself, and I. Yes, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. They're trying to make a plan on how can we get rid of muskmelon. All right. So Laura Loomer and Bannon are together now. I mean, not, like in a gross way, but in a gross way. Because they're gross. But, okay. So do they know they've been dropped? Like, does Trump make it clear that the ball caps of Loomers and Bannons have been dropped? Does he drop them? Is Trump ready to just Trump dump Loomer and Bannon? Does Trump dump Loomer and Bannon? She's already been dumped. And then Musk took her Bluebird check or her right away to make certain posts. He took a lot of right-wingers' rights away for their free speech. And Loomer showed up on Blue Sky yesterday. I kid you not. I kid you not. She's got to go somewhere. Oh, he sent her packing. I have no commitment to you. And sometimes you guys are nuts. He has no commitment. He plays the shell game all the time. He pulls the turf out from underneath their feet. He thinks he's going to the White House. He's gotten word that he's in trouble, though. He's gotten word. Because he's fixing to go to bed. Tonight, tomorrow, the next day, he's going to spend a few hours in bed extra. I don't know if we're going to hear about it, but he's going to be MIA a little bit. We will see pictures. He will appear. 7 of Wands. Okay? He feels like, I have no commitment to you, right? And you're a fool. We used to play reindeer games. He might give them a job. Like, he might think he's going to give them a job. He's going to make them an offer. He's going to get them out off the Twitter, off the Blue Sky, and say, hey, you can't be in my inner circle, and you're not going to sit at my table at Mar-a-Lago or with me and Leon, but you can do this. That's what happens. And then there's an announcement that everything that Trump does is out of balance. And then they fall. So they get the notice that Trump is out of balance, and they fall. Okay. Okay. And then they may start to really squawk. Good gravy, they're going down. Okay. So next week, when I asked about Trump's health last Friday, we got, did we get the 8 of Cups, the Death card, and the moon or the tower when I asked a couple of questions. So is it next week then? Oh my gosh, Blue Sky banned Lord. How can that? I didn't even know Blue Sky banned people. All right, how can that even be? Okay, so then next week is that when Trump just his health goes down? I saw it. Thank you, lucky girl. Thank you, me, myself, and I. Happy New Year. Okay. Thank you, lucky girl. All right, so next week, is that when Trump's health plummets? We don't wish anyone ill will. We're just looking to see just the facts. What is the fog that everyone's talking about? There's a whole bunch of fog down the coast here. It's not unusual when it's abnormally hot, and then we're going to have a little bit of a cold front. But I believe that we get signs from our ancestors with the weather and like the owl, that the Mother Nature's critters. Okay, so here we are again with his. He has to spend some time. So by the time that we get into next week, he's already had some of these. He doesn't want to eat something, or can you believe that? That's like saying I'm not going to eat chocolate. Man. Wow, he's really taking it hard, what Pootie said. Okay, he's not doing good here. He overdoes something. He doesn't listen, and he overindulges. There's the doctor. There's another pill. Okay, so I do feel like we get that he's not doing so great next week. Okay, but when I asked about today, it's already starting. By tomorrow, he's not gonna. So we don't want anyone to feel sick, right? But he isn't going to be his normal self. Okay. And that report, I feel like he already knows. He's aware. And he's thinking, maybe there's somewhere else I need to go. Okay. Now, how is, somebody posted on the community board, and thank you so very much, Governor Tim Walz. Governor Tim Walz. He was the vice president nominee in with Harris. How's he feeling right now? That's going to tell us something. How is Tim Walz feeling right now? This week, how's he feeling? What's going on with him? All right, so he knows something that happened that was coming from other areas that wasn't fair. Something happened that wasn't fair. He felt people didn't play right, and he got taken. It was sad, but he still has hope for the future, but he's sad. It's hard. And now he's very confused and he's worried. He's worried about the future. How is this going to take place? Will he be given something? Will there be an announcement? I'm worried about this announcement. Is there a reason for celebration? He knows the secrets. He's very concerned. This is really huge. So he gets informed, and he doesn't know how this is going to play out. Well, let's take a look at how Vice President Harris is feeling this week. He knows. He goes from sadness over the past and how something was his safety was taken here to this, okay? And announcements with that page of wands. That's, remember, page of wands is the old newsboy on the corner. Extra, extra, hear all about it. Or if you're in your South, it would be extra. Extra, extra. All right. Oop. How did that flip over? Okay. How is Vice President Kamala Harris feeling this week? Does she feel like things turn in her favor this week? Vice President Kamala Harris, this week for her, this New Year's week, does she feel that things are going in her favor? Yeah, I don't think Trump eats too many McDonald's. From what I could tell in last Friday's reading, the last video I did, I feel like either somebody around him offers him something of choice, and he doesn't pay attention to a warning, and he does something maybe that takes things over the top. Kamala Harris feels that slow and steady progress wins the day. She realizes that all the balls are in, she feels like she's in a popcorn machine. All the balls are all the popcorn's in the air. Whoa! Okay. Boy, she's been on a roller coaster of emotions. And she's just like, okay, slow and steady wins the day. She isn't sure how all this is going to happen here. She feels like there's a measure of something that's going to be given to her. Same card as Tim Walz had. And she wasn't certain. She knew there was a shell game, but she wasn't sure how all this, and she had to wait. Right? And then someone hands her the speaking stick. And this is the card we got for Trump having an issue, but also it's the club of the Neanderthal. But it is the speaking stick, so she gets the speaking stick. Let's keep going. Remember, in my dream, the angel said 1 year. That dream took place on August 16th. And I think that's why we get the slow and steady progressive knight. He's the only knight with all of the horse's hoofs on hooves on the ground. Stable, steady progress. Like gradient, like so slow, it's painfully slow gradient, like in your savings account, 2 pennies and 2 pennies equals 4. It's that slow. She will hear that he has a health problem. She will also hear of some facts that have been analyzed and that they're possibly putting together some other type of indictment for him. Now, it makes sense with 2 aces is a change of places. That could mean she had previously been thinking, where do we move back to the house in California? Okay, and it's over the top. I get to speak, but there is so much going on. She has to be careful that she doesn't take on too much. She almost feels like what is coming up on the road before her is so huge and so heavy that she's not sure there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But the one thing we do know for sure when we study the tarot is that the 10 of Wands does not turn into the 11. It then turns into this 1, right? But this means you're almost there. There is light at the end of the tunnel, but you can't see it when the load is so heavy. It feels like it's too much to bear, and it feels like you're going to fall down. So she's getting all of these good bits of information, but she feels like this is so much. It's the most amount of work that one person can do. That's how she feels. Okay, but this is good. Her cards are much better than Trump's. Much better. All right. Now, Biden just flashed in my mind, so I want to make sure Biden's okay. Is Biden's health okay this week, next week? Is President Biden's health okay this week, next week? He's having a little bit of confusion and a little bit of loss of balance. Please keep President Biden in your prayers. Same card. Oh my gosh. Walz, Harris, Biden all got the 6 of Pentacles. He's trying to do what's right. Okay. He doesn't feel good. He doesn't feel good about what's happened. He gets news that he doesn't feel good about. This is bad. Wow. You guys, we are just hopefully this is news that he gets that is earth-shattering and not his personal health. Because this is messages coming in. But is he gonna be okay? And why is the 3 of Cups down there? Oh my God. He feels like the information that he had previously, he feels stabbed in the back about, because he's such a stickler for rules, but is his President Joe Biden's physical health, his own physical body, not his emotions, his physical body, is he going to be okay? Is he okay? Does he continue to live here, live well? His heart, his lungs, everything okay? And if you guys have to go to the grocery store, remember to go early so that you're not around a whole bunch of people. I went really early this morning and there were still people hacking in there. And so just, please be careful, because I did get that warning last week, and then now they're saying about the noro thing. Okay. All right, he's okay. He's ever the optimist. This is hard. He is struggling. His physical health is struggling. Shit. Okay. He's having some problems with balance, and he's afraid that Putin is going to act out. He's really concerned. He's not afraid. Excuse me. He's concerned. We don't have the fear card here. He's concerned that Putin is going to act out. He's very concerned about Putin. Putin is feeling cornered. Keep your eyes on Putin. Okay. Now, his balance, and he has an issue here. So apparently this astrology is so wonky, it's really making problems for people. Okay. Are the illnesses going to get worse for Oh, The Godfather? That was about, I don't have the sentence written down. It was, the clue I was supposed to get was about when Diane Keaton tells Al Pacino, Michael, you're so naive. Senators and presidents don't have men. Kill, unalived. And of course, and so that shocked me. And then the other things, there's several other things that happened, but then also when Diane Keaton announces to Corleone that she unalived, that she didn't lose the baby like he thought, and that it was a boy. I mean, and all this whole huge thing about mifepristone and Roe v. Wade. I'm trying not to say certain words. There are links to every part of that, of what's going on here with Peter Thiel and Musk, U.S. Sugar purchasing all the elections in Florida for entertainment purposes only. So and I haven't done 3 yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to do 3 tonight. Part of it. All right. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. All right. More illness. Are we going to have more illness? What happens? Like noro, but COVID. Do we have to be really careful? Is there going to be a lot of sickness going around? Okay, struggle. Sweat. Okay, so the hoe had a hoe down. She's down. Hoe's down. The hoe of the tarot went down. Okay. Ooh. This it's not good. Not a good time to go to hoe down parties. These big gatherings. Some people didn't get their vaccines. Some people can't. I can't. Get all these invitations. You think it's okay, and it isn't. Doggone it. There's another ad on this. YouTube. I put 30 minutes apart, and it's already been 2. Okay, so this doesn't bode well for us. So, and that's the hit I got last week. And we've already been told that we need to be careful. So we thank our guides and angels very much. Thank you very, very, very much. There will be big parties this evening and the hoedown. But this is, and and sometimes this means we have to be separated from others. Hopefully that's all that means. But I just feel like that's not so good. Okay. Yep. And it isn't, of course it isn't, it's Canada, it's Europe, it's all around the world. So everybody has to be very careful. These are three very big major arcana cards: the High Priestess, Judgment, and the World. Okay. So we need to do our gratitude list. We need to have all the things to take care of ourselves and make sure that we're okay and our loved ones at home. All right. So you take care of you and do what you need to do for your own, for the best for your mind, body, spirit. Right? Walk outside. Remember, outside is safe. Okay. Okay. I just, what happens to the Republican Party? Is there going to be a bigger split? I want to know about that. How are we doing? Oh yeah, we're way past. Sorry, way past. I had a lot of questions. Hey, Jen Lynn. I told everybody to remember about your fundraiser tonight for World Central Kitchen. It starts at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 Central. On Jen Lynn's channel. 8 Pacific. All right. What happens to the Republican Party? Hi, Jebby. I've missed you. Okay, the donate button's already working. Thank you, Jen Lynn. Okay. Is the Republican Party imploding? Will the ball caps fight the older, more conservative Mitch McConnell, John Thune, the other John guy, Macy, whatever his name is, Massey? Are they having a fight? Whoa, okay. Card of the day. Out with the old and in with the new. I think just the same way they didn't give Trump what he wanted in the vote, and regardless of whether Elon and Trump wanted Rick Scott instead of the other guy, the other John that took over Mitch McConnell's place, leader, and they didn't vote for Gates. No, this is over. They're over. The ball caps and the actual older representatives are what the party used to be. And what we've seen is betrayal, and this is really bad for them. This is bad. I mean, this is Splitsville. And they're mad. They're madder than murder hornets, which is pretty mad. Yeah, it's a loss. It's a loss. Now, there's still 2 standing, but this is really bad for them. So, right there is a very happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to me. Oh my goodness. They have hope, but they have not played fair. They have usurped each other. They have broken all the rules. One person, one part has cut out the other. This is so huge. Oh my gosh. It's over for them. It's over. This whole MAGA ball cap thing, Musk, is gone. It's roadkill. I wonder if Kennedy will try to pick it up. He needs a new hood ornament. Wow. Wow. Why do we always get some of the best stuff at the very end of the reading? That's why we got to go all the way through. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Could that be more deader than that? I mean, it cannot be. Wow. Okay. Well, that is a great way to say Happy New Year. And thank you so much. All right. So we're going to do a reading for you and I. I know I'm over. I'm sorry. There's just so much going on right now. And we have to get to the end. We have to get to the information of this, you know. All right, tarot class starts Thursday, January 16th, $125, 8 weeks of Thursdays. It will be mostly, email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail. You can pay through PayPal, Zelle, or make payments or personal check. All right, I'm not doing one in the summer because we get knocked out too many times with the storms. Okay. A reading for you and I for this week. Our New Year's reading. You know, besides Trump's ketchup doesn't taste good. What do you and I need to know? Kamala's feeling better this week. Guides and angels, what is it that you want us to know? A reading for us. Your light workers, holders of the light. There it is. Ready? Here we go. We have the death card for the card of the day today. It's out with the old and in with the new. This is very much like the dove, the wafer, the chalice. Make a toast to the new year. Get your hairs did. Sweep out the house. We had a new moon yesterday. Usher in the new. Cleanse your crystals. Have your party. Listen to the music. Do not get emotionally upset. 2 aces is a change of places. The chessboard pieces are moving. There will be breakthrough. The challenge is to get to the truth. There's Kamala's outcome card. She knows that the road ahead is a heavy load. It's so much work. We already feel like we've been through it. They want you to get your hairs did, your finest duds on. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've come through. You've weathered a lot of this, you know. We're going to be okay. I meant to ask about the weather. I'll do that Friday. Okay. There's NATO, Mark Rutte, and some other leaders. Just don't think that things are not being worked on, because they are. They are. The information is changing and it's shifting. The energy is shifting. They want you to have fun. Play, hug, music. Hug, but wash your hands. I'm just kidding. More pink fluffy blankets. All right, watch other places. Okay, there's important information coming soon, like arrows coming into the camp. Do not despair. Admiral Haynes has given her information to the other important people. They know we're going to get helpful information this week. We were shown that. How would we feel by the end of the week? And we got the 2 of Cups. Will we feel like we've been given anything to hold on to hope? We will, indeed. So hold on, okay? You're doing a great job. Many times this has come up. It's like, sit back, pat yourself on the back. You've done a great job, okay? But music, art, new starts. There are people working on this. If you get a chance and you can do the Jessica Denson peaceful protest, sign up for that. This is very good. We are going to get important news. Important news is coming. Watch for owls. This is very much like an owl howler in Harry Potter or a crow in Game of Thrones, right? It's the incoming arrows. And some of you might, get a little something because these could be arrows, Cupid's arrows too. So I'm just saying, don't wait around, get dressed, participate, go have fun. Okay. All right. Much love to you. We're going to get some more good stuff. Everything's going to be okay. The Republican Party, the way we've seen it, the way it was last year, you won't even recognize it. By this time next year, with that death card being the first card, that means when we get that in a reading, that means that the way something is right now, by this time, the following year, it will cease to be seen that way. So it's very sad for them, but they did it to themselves, and they pushed it over the cliff, and the cart went over the cliff. So happy New Year. Okay. All right, much love to you guys. Thank you for the super chats. Lucky Girl and Stephanie Square Peg, thank you so very much. All right, me, myself, and I. Okay. Happy New Year.